Welcome back, everybody. This is Davion Ross, Ross the Boss here again. Like I told you guys, we're running it back with somebody who's been a big part of my journey. Jansen Harris back with us today, guys. He's here. He's here to talk about his team today. So this is kind of like a spotlight on him. So we'll get started, man. Um, Starting off, like I said, we the last time we did a video together, we talked about that matchup with the Steelers and Jets, and I'm gonna tell you, it started off pretty well for you guys. I thought, okay, you have Justin Fields here, all right, they might be up there in the mix with us. So I was like, this if he can play like this every game, but of course, it slowed down. But first question of the day. How hard is it now? I know you grew up with the Jets. You saw the 2008 to 2009 that era with Mark Sanchez. Is it how hard is it to stay loyal to the team, or is it more remembering the good times, or does it get hard sometimes?
I think you just get used to the loyalty part where it's like you see so many losing seasons in a row, and I'm not even trying to be funny, but you just
Hmm.
start saying, hey, man, I'm still going to watch, but it just is what it
Right.
is. The
Uh-huh.
expectations are so low now. They really are.
Oh, yeah.
And for me, it's like, yeah, in the beginning of the season, we say the same thing every year as a Jets fan, like, oh, next year is going to be a better year. We're going to figure things out. We're going to put our best foot forward. But reality is this, man, the Jets are in trouble. The ownership is terrible. Woody Johnson, not a big fan of him. He needs to sell the team. And I think if he could sell the team eventually, then maybe the Jets could do something.
And you talked about the ownership. Yeah, I know he has had a lot of. I've seen his remarks, and it's kind of you kind of raise some question marks whether he has it all together, whether he's too old. But next question, I do agree that the Jets could be better than they, like you said, as it hasn't been good. So next question about being better, they were pretty active in free agency. They got some pieces defensively and offensively, and they're more active than I thought. How do you feel about them being more active than people may have expected in free agency this offseason?
They brought back a Demario Davis, and he was one of the team leaders. I'm glad he's back. He's going to really help this young Jet team because there's going to be a lot of new players on this team. They got 2 first-round picks, so hopefully that's boosting things up. Joseph Asaya, edge rusher, going to help a weak defensive line, which the Jets don't have a strong defensive line. So they got a couple guys on that defensive line that really need to come in and play. Kingsley, he's going to come in there and do some things. David's going to come in there, defensive tackle. So you
I
got
think
some
Minka
pieces there.
Fitzpatrick. Minka Fitzpatrick, I think, still could have a little bit left in the tank. I think that was like
Exactly. Minka
underrated.
Fitzpatrick. There you go. Him as well, too. So I think I really like the Minka Fitzpatrick signing. I think he's going to come in there immediately, be a leader for the Jets. He's going to show these young guys how to really play hard each and every game because the Jets are going to need that. And they're going to need that leadership. Now, I do think we need to add another piece, wide receiver, but I think that need is going to be
Hmm.
addressed in the draft. I know we're going to get to that question, but
Okay.
I like it. And then there's Geno Smith, right? I don't know. Geno,
Right.
I'm not too big of a fan of the signing. Now, I know our head coach was
I
like,
mean,
Aaron Glenn was talking about, oh, well, Geno's kind of going to save us and get us to the promised land. I mean,
right.
it depends on what Geno we get. 2024
Yeah.
Geno
See, two
was
types of
was
Genos.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Right. And about Geno, man, that leads me into my next
Yeah, and
question.
can you hear me? 2025 Geno. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it leads me to my next question about Geno, but we can talk about Geno for a little bit. That's going to be the next question with Geno, though. He's kind of like a coming back to New York. I do remember he used to be kind of you face Geno when he was a rookie. It's kind of like a trap game kind of thing, not let Geno go off on you. But I do think he's a better quarterback than he was the first time in New York. So the next question is, do you think the Geno Smith move was more of a redo in New York or a bridge quarterback role for a younger quarterback? Maybe that they pick up a quarterback in the draft.
I think it's more of a bridge role. I wouldn't be surprised, and some people might think I'm crazy by saying this, but I don't care. I think them getting Geno is a form of tanking, maybe in a way, because the Geno I
Okay.
seen last year, I wasn't really that impressed by, and I get
Right.
it. It was the
Yeah.
Raiders. The Raiders were bad. He had some things go against him, but he also turned the ball over a lot
Hmm.
too, with
Right.
17 interceptions in 15 games.
Uh-huh.
I think Geno will be a little bit better. He'll be serviceable. He's a vet, and you're right. He changed things around since the first time he was in New York. He had a little bit of success in Seattle and other places when people wrote him off. I respect it, but I'm not expecting much from Geno Smith at this
Hmm.
stage of his career, and I'm not really expecting much from the Jets this year either. Would not be
Okay.
surprised if the Jets this year are the worst team in the NFL and earn
Again.
that first pick in the draft. Wouldn't be surprised. But I
Okay.
definitely think he's a bridge quarterback for something next year. That's where they're
Yeah.
looking at.
Okay, okay, okay. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. That's how the best fans of New York kind of stay good, mentally. So that's a good mentality. Last question, and we can spend some time on this. What do you see the Jets doing in the draft? Whether it's needs, what needs do they have, and what would be the best draft for the Jets after it's all said and done?
I mean, the Jets, just like the Raiders, they have needs everywhere. I'm not even trying to be
Okay.
funny. They have
Yeah.
pass rusher needs, defensive end, edge rusher, whatever you want to say with that, linebacker needs, quarterback
Right.
needs, secondary, offensive line help. They need a
Right.
wide receiver. But realistically, who do I think the Jets are going to take? Arvell Reese out of Ohio State, most
Okay.
likely, if they
What
stay
do you
at
see
number
first
two.
round? What do you see first round?
First round, Arvell Reese. I believe they
Okay.
take him out of Ohio State. Either him or David Bailey. I think the Jets like Reese better than Bailey. I think I'm high on both guys. I think they're both gonna have really productive NFL careers. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. But that's who I think the Jets take at number 2 if they stay there. Now, if we go to number 16, I truly believe like a Carnell Tate could be off the board, a Makai Lemon, Jordan Tyson, somebody
Okay.
wide receiver to help out Garrett Wilson, someone to help
Mhm.
out Geno Smith if he's going to be QB1 for the whole year. So I see the Jets a lot of needs. Wouldn't be surprised if they trade back from number 2. But if they
So
stay at 2 and stay at 16, I see DN and wide receiver.
so no quarterback, no Ty
No
Simpson.
quarterback. I don't think the Jets go quarterback. I don't think Ty
Okay.
Simpson goes to the Jets. I don't think the Jets are that high on
They're
Ty
talking about
Simpson.
Arizona. They're talking about Arizona for Ty Simpson, which makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Yep. And I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised. Ty Simpson's the type of player to me. We're looking at the second quarterback that could be off the board. I wouldn't be surprised if someone trades into the top 10 to get Ty. Seem like a reach, but wouldn't be
Mhm.
surprised.
Okay. Okay. Trading. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's my team. Steelers have a lot of picks. Of course, they're looking more towards a late round quarterback. I think we definitely got to get quarterbacks though, whether it's early round or late round.
Right.
But yeah. Thank you, man. It was a pleasure. Just wanting to get some football in. It's off season time, but football is a sport where it's all year round. It's always exciting all year round, and keep a lookout for what he's doing with Just Good Network and also Gwinnett Sports Network. He's doing everything, a variety of things, all the sports, high school sports and pro sports. So keep a lookout for what he's doing, and he's continuing to that go broader with it. So thank you, man. It's been a pleasure. Guys, give him a hand. Jansen Harris back on the show. First redo of the channel. So thank you.
No, I appreciate you too, man. Really had fun. Really enjoyed it. Anytime. Would love to come back on.
Okay.